If you've studied with me even for a minute, you know how much I love shoulder rolls and neck stretches. They show up in 98% of my classes, and there's method to my madness. The tension in our upper back, around our neck, between the shoulder blades, in the jaw, all of all of this is from stress. Okay, and of course there are other things that apply to it as well. But here's the thing: the stress causes us to hold tension. The tension makes us feel more stress, which creates more tension. So moving this area and alleviating some of that tension will definitely help us with sleep, but also it will help protect our shoulder joint, it'll protect our neck joint, because the tension in this area definitely creates some, let's just say, movement that's not as healthy for the joints. Okay, but here's the thing: you want to start in Sukhasana. I just wanted to show you what I do when I do this. I want full range, and you want to feel that you're moving from the shoulder blades. So you're squeezing those shoulder blades together, like squeeze that. Think of squeezing the tension out, but muscles that are really tight, they sometimes need to be contracted in order to relax. So you really squeeze it, then you bring them all the way up, and then as you round, you come all the way forward. And if you see me from the side view, you see that I arc and I round. And that way I'm beginning to get a little more movement around the spine, also very calming and soothing for the nervous system. I also go forward first and backward second so that you can end in an open heart position and not in a forward position. Then you can change the cross of your legs, or if you're sitting at the edge of the bed, feet are on the floor, just do a few of these to help you relax before bed. And then if you are cross-legged, change the cross. And then you get into the neck. And what you want to do is actively draw the shoulder down, because the shoulder, there's tension here, right? And we tend to have them lifted. But if you tip the head with a lifted shoulder, you're not going to get much of a stretch. So you need to draw it down and actually pull that shoulder down away from the ear. And I'll do a couple of things in classes. I'll either have you walk your arm out, and this one I'll do in classes where people have limited shoulder mobility, so maybe in my seniors class or just in regular classes, because I must admit, I really, really think this feels good. I also have people take their hand behind their back and pull the shoulder back. So then it sometimes gets a little bit more in the shoulder, but it depends. You can try both and see what feels good for you. I will also occasionally add a hand to the head. I really like this. I'm not pulling hard. I'm just pulling enough. I'm just giving like a pound or 2 pounds of pressure so that I can soften my neck. I don't have to hold my head down. I can soften more, and I really feel like I get more into the stretch when I do that. So you can play with that, decide if it feels good. The second part, I got to do the other side. I'm feeling totally imbalanced. The second part is to look down slightly, and this starts to get it a little bit more into that thick muscle up the side of the neck is called the sternocleidoid mastoid, or the SCM, and it's super, super tight, right? And it goes right up into your ear. It just causes, and down into the shoulder, it causes all sorts of issues. So when we go from here to here, see if you can feel it. You want to feel it in that muscle, especially if the arm is extended. It can really get into the corner, kind of that corner of the neck, and that's so good. And then just feel the tension release. It's just amazing. As you do it, to make it even juicier, focus on your breath. So feel your breath as it floats in and out of your body. I'm telling y'all, it makes such a difference.